All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. As part of the Rankin Technical College application and website development, AWD1111 .NET Framework with Web Databases course, I am first, before we starting in the book, I am going through a 12-section, 12-article series from DotNetOdyessy.com entitled ASP.NET MVC5 Free Course. So far, I have gone through Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and I'm now in the middle of Chapter 4 where we are discussing layout. All right. So what we have done so far in everything previous that we've been working on is we have not created a standard layout file. We want to do that right now. All right. So the author says we want to first remove the line that sets the layout to null or comment it out. All right. And then we want to remove all the generic code not specific to that. So it'll now say this up on top, application name. Okay? If we do it correctly. So let's just, again, as I've been doing, let's just grab their code, and I'm going to suggest that my class does this as well. And there's a lot less typing that has to be done. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm just going to replace everything that's in there with this. All right, so again, I'm going to jump back to here, and I want to go to my movies. I guess I was already there. Oops. All right. Just like we did before, I'm going to highlight all of this. Really isn't a good idea. I should be removing it, but I like leaving it in there. If I ever wanted to retrofit or go back to it, I'd be able to do so. All right. So I'm going to put in this. So that's the same stuff that was shown in the book just a couple of minutes ago. I say the book, I realize it's not really a book. All right. So we've got that layout at null, create the anonymous movie types. All right. So what I'm going to do is jump back then into the handout, grab all the code that's on the next page. Just right there. Not sure what happened right here. Well, something goofy happened here. Probably was something I did, so let me do a Control Z. And remove it, and I'll put it back in again, but I'll make sure I do it right this time. Yep, I did not start from the top. So that was on me. All right, again, for some reason it's not liking these non-breaking spaces, so I'm just going to get rid of them. Right? And I think I need this div, body, and table that's down at the bottom. Probably, I don't know if I even still have that div from before. I'll go back and add all that stuff. It's not a problem. All right. These two should go on the end. Okay. And I've got to add my earlier stuff. Shouldn't have removed this stuff that was in there. It's okay. I think yeah, I do have all that. So, hold on. From up above here. That's what did I want here? Movies list. Table border. I think I'm missing this stuff right there. Up to the movies list. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. Okay. So it should hopefully look like this if I did it correctly. All right. Let's do a file, save all. Let's go back to our index.cs HTML, right mouse click and choose view in browser. And if it doesn't look the way that it did in our text or in that PDF, then I missed something. Which again is always a possibility with me. Well, we've got that. We don't have our stuff on the top, so that isn't good. It says application name. I am missing that, so I don't know if that was in here and I missed it or what. So let's look. Maybe changes index should look like this. Well, I have changed all that stuff. And I think it's actually correct. The reason that this isn't correct is I don't have that stuff in there. It says, wait, we have not defined any layout. How does ASP.NET MVC get this layout content? It's because of convention over configuration. By convention, ASP.NET uses the layout page as defined in views, view start. It says, see the note in this below screenshot. So we don't have this file, which is, I believe, okay, I believe at least, that's why below is the content of the view start SHT. Okay, so let's copy that. And that will go into, so I don't think I have that file. Under views, I'm going to add, let's double check. Views, we want a shared folder and we want that in there. So I don't think we have a shared folder right now. Views, there's no shared folder. So we want to add a new folder that's called shared. You show it with a capital or a lowercase s. You show it with a capital S. Again, that's probably not that big a thing if we made it a lowercase, but I'm just trying to stick with the conventions that they're using in the text. All right, so shared. Right mouse click in here, choose add. New item. And we want a CSHTML file. I think I've ever tried doing it like this before, so this is interesting. it be a web form? No. It's not a style sheet either. HTML page. I'm going to try this and see if it works. I don't know if it will or not. Underscore layout.cshtml. All right. So I'm going to add that, and I'm going to put in oh, wait a minute. We wanted that to be called viewstart.cshtml, and we wanted that to be the contents. Copy. So we want underscore viewstart. So viewstart.cshtml, and we're putting that in. Okay, I still think we might have an error because I don't think we have this file, but we'll see. Okay, so below is the content of viewstart. Screenshot. Okay. Views, view start. Okay, so we've got that and we put that in there. Okay. Open the views shared layout file. It contains layout information for our application. Well, I think what they're saying is we want to put in that. Views shared underscore, we don't have that either. Okay, so there's a couple things I'm going to have to do here to get this to work, I think. All right, first is this shouldn't be under shared. So let's close this. We'll do a file, save all, and then we're going to close views, view start, and I'm going to put it not under shared, but cut it and paste it right there. All right, now it's not under shared anymore, but we are going to create a brand new file under there that's called start should be capitalized. This should be called underscore layout. So this view start change so it has a capital S. And under shared, I want to add a new item that is going to be called underscore layout dot cshtml, and I'm going to put in the stuff, all right, that they're showing in the book. Now I've done enough stuff here that if I screw it up, I'm sorry in advance. And if I didn't, bully for me. Looks as though I've got an error in here someplace. All right, it might be where the span is, I don't know. Not sure why. Oh, not sure why I'm getting an error there, but okay. The author says in here, again, I'm already at 15 minutes. All right, but the author says in here, as we finish this section up, there are many things you may not understand in this layout file. Don't worry. The only thing you need to understand is when the view engine sees the render body, it should know what to do. All right, that's really is it. So, hold on. Let me come in here and do this. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm first going to come in. This file hopefully is done. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to go out to our index.cs HTML file, and at the beginning where we've got the layout equal null, that's now commented out. And in our movie of the month.cs HTML file, we also want to take this and uncomment this as well. Or comment that out, I should say. All right. Now, no idea if I broke it or not, but let's try it. So index, view in browser. If I get an error, I'm just going to end the lecture right here. Well, you can see that. Okay, line 18. It says I'm missing something, a closing thing here. In what? In layout.cs HTML, line 18. So in my layout file, line 18, which had that action link in it right here. Yeah, I am. New class equals. Wow, looks like it's missing there. Huh. I'm going to try doing it just like this. Just put a double quote, just like that. See if that'll fix it. All right. Again, I don't like the way that looks, but try running it again. Still get an error. And opening parentheses missing. So I don't have a closing paren right there. You know, one of the things that can be so frustrating in this is also one of the things that's the most fun. Sorry, but it is. Okay, well, that's goofed up. You can see that. That's fine. But I've got something there, okay? So I'll have to go back in and try to fix that before the next lecture. And I will.